Are there words that I say that I pronounce weird? People have told me in the past that I pronounce some words weird.
Oh, I am a killer for that, and I make fun of my girlfriend constantly for it, and it's low-key bullying. But
okay,
yeah.
Give me an example.
It's just like mispronunciation of words, right? So,
such as,
okay, I will do an example from my own misplay of words. Okay.
Okay.
So I thought the phrase, for all intents and purposes,
Yeah.
was for all intensive purposes.
The purposes are not that intensive. They're not that intensive.
Like, does it make sense to say it in that way?
Yeah.
But I guess it's just an idiom. You know,
there is one thing that bothers me a lot when people say is, what are they? The saying is supposed to be, what is it? It's, I couldn't
care less or something?
Yeah. I couldn't care less, which means I already care the least amount.
Yeah.
I could not care even less than this.
Yes.
But everybody says I could care less.
Oh.
I could care less.
I could care less.
Yeah. Which means like
care less.
Which means like they care like a moderate amount, and there's a chunk below the amount that you currently care that you can care.
But low-key kind of nonchalant though, right?
Yeah, so I'm like confused. I'm like confused about what is correct.
You know, you say you're like, I don't know, my grandma died. I could care less. It's like, I care, but I want to let you know that I don't care that little.
Yeah. But if you say, "Oh, my grandma died," I couldn't care less. You're, damn, that guy's cold. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
It's the Kobe thing.
Yeah.
You know, like the ball
he
thing.
doesn't flinch at all.
Doesn't care.
Yeah, he's the GOAT.
Stone cold.
But I was bringing this up because I think somebody pointed out the other day that I pronounced the word "accept" weird.
Accept?
Yeah, like ACCEPT. Is that right? Accept?
Yeah, I think you got it.
Is it accept?
Accept. Accept.
Accept.
Yeah.
What about, and then EXEPT?
Expect.
Accept.
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 And
Accept.
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 I accept.
Accept.
Yeah.
The more I say accept, the more weird it sounds. Accept.
Okay.
I used to say accept.
Okay, that's just that is weird? Insane. That
accept.
I guess.
Oh, like I accept this reward.
Accept. Yeah, I mean, I get it because accelerate.
Yeah.
Versus accelerate.
Yeah.
Actually, most people say accelerate, huh?
Accelerate.
Yeah. Accelerate.
No, some people I could see accelerate. If somebody says accelerate, I'm not going to grill them on it.
Yeah,
it's
because
like
that's how
enough.
you say it.
It's is there anything else that I say
ACC.
weird? People always say I pronounce things really weird. Is it centrifugal force or centrifugal?
Well, there's the word centripetal.
Yeah.
And then it's centrifuge, I think. And
so
then
is it centrifugal?
No.
Centrifugal?
No.
Then what is it? If it's neither of those two, I don't think this word exists, but it definitely does.
Well, it's funny, in engineering class, I learned that like what we call, oh my God, now I don't know how to pronounce that word, but it's actually centripetal force. Centrifugal.
Centrifugal.
I don't know how to say the word anymore.
Centrifugal force is like
centrifugal.
If you swirl something, it pushes things outwards.
Yeah. So, but some people use it in the wrong way because it depends on the direction of the vector of force, and that's where it can be centripetal versus So I think if it's tangential, so when people are describing the force of like. Okay, I don't know if I got this correctly. I've been wrong on this podcast many a time.
You have a very scholarly engineering degree, so
I don't know about all that. But okay, so you're going in a circle, right?
Yeah.
The force that's pushing you outward, I think, is the
centrifugal. I've always said centrifugal, but
that sounds weird.
But is it like centrifugal?
No, but that also sounds weird,
right? I'm pretty sure it's centrifugal.
I can't. I don't know anymore. I'm at a loss of words.
In the coffee community, we always say centrifugal.
Like if you got a sample of 100 coffee roasters and you all asked them to say it that way, it would all be that way.
Probably.
I'm Googling this.
Yeah.
BRB.
I'm trying to think of there's other words that I say really weird. Like people always call me out on like, why do you pronounce it like that? Like people say it's Togetic.
Okay, but Pokemon names aren't real, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
They're just whatever.
I say Togetic.
I do say
crazy?
Togetic, but I kind of hate it. There's also there's a Pokemon Rayquaza, but apparently it's Rayquaza.
Rayquaza. I think as a kid I used to say Rayquaza.
Yeah, I like Rayquaza, but the official Pokemon pronunciation says it's Rayquaza.
Rayquaza.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Dratini.
No. Dratini.
Dratini.
Pronounce.
Like what is Dratini?
It's like a
What is
martini.
Oh, okay.
Oh, centrifugal. It is centrifugal force.
It's centrifugal?
Yeah, centrifugal. Here. I don't know if that caught. But
Yeah. Okay, centrifugal. So I've been saying it wrong for years now.
Oh God, dude, I'm tripped up now.
There are like so many words where I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce.
Okay, but
this.
like English is like the most messed up language, right? Like, there's like 16 different ways you can say a word that has OUGH in it. Right? Like, think about how many different ways that you can say an OUGH word.
I can think of cough, like
Cough.
off,
Okay,
right?
off.
And like dough.
Dough.
I can think of is bow.
Yeah.
Spelled like the ship bow.
I think it's like a tree bow.
Bow. It has something to do with wood.
Yeah, something.
Because ships are made with wood, right?
Yeah. But there's also like, okay, you said, did we say tough?
That's cough, right? Is it same?
Uff and off are different.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Okay.
Through.
Ooh is a crazy one.
You're right.
Ooh is a really crazy one.
Where did the G and H go?
Yeah, ooh is a crazy one.
Right?
Yeah.
And then why is it cough? Where'd the F come from? It's GH. It's the letter before GH. Like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of
bow is especially crazy.
Yeah, a bow.
That one is especially crazy.
Well, that one, like, to be honest, makes a little more sense because there's an OU.
And then where'd the GH go?
I still don't know. They're still on vacation.
They never showed up.
I'm trying.
Dude, speaking of vacation, I went to go park my car in your garage. Your mom's car is still there.
No. It's she's now gone. She was back home for like a couple weeks.
Bro, is your mom still in Bulgaria or wherever she is? Like that is insane.
She has come back from Costa Rica, by the way.
Oh, she's Costa Rica.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, why'd you go to Bulgaria?
I don't know if the listeners know this about my mom. I don't think a lot of people know about my mom, but she is a very adventurous woman.
She's a world traveler.
Yeah,
she's like Ryu from Street Fighter.
Yeah.
World
she
warrior.
Just goes around and just does crazy stuff. Like she went
like Shoryuken the wildlife.
Yeah, she went to the Mayan temples and showed them Hadouken. She recently went to Costa Rica. She like essentially did a bungee jump, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And then she's spending the holidays in Korea. So.
Yeah, I just like spent my walk because I parked a little further up the street.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, his mom is still in Bulgaria. That's crazy. And I started thinking about Bulgaria. Like, what is even in Bulgaria? The only thing I know that's Bulgarian are Bulgarian split squats.
I think of
and like I don't know why they call them that.
I think of the Harry Potter school.
That's in Bulgaria?
No, not the main one, but in like the Goblet of Fire, they compete against
other
Bulgarian
schools.
school. Yeah.
Huh.
I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't know anything about Bulgaria. I just know that they do split squats there for some reason. And there are like other exercises you do at the gym that are just crazy names?
I think they just call them Eastern European names because they're like crazy over there.
Like what is
Russian twist,
dude? Yeah, Russian twist. Yeah, dude, that sounds like a drink.
Yeah, like I'd like to order a Russian twist.
Yeah,
dry, please.
Yeah, can I get a virgin Bayesian cable curl? I don't know where is Beja?
Okay, I'm pretty sure Beja is just the San Francisco Asian community.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what. Yeah, I thought at first they said Asian cable curls. I was like, okay, well, if Mike Smith does it, are they just cable curls? When I do it, it's an Asian cable curl. Like there's something wrong.
You're a Caucasian. Yeah, Caucasian curl.
Yeah. And then white people do it's Caucasian curl, Caucasian cable curl. Oh, the CCC?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, I feel like exercises have crazy names, and they're all European.
Yeah, they're all European. We don't got anything here, huh?
Yeah. The Latvian pull down.
The Arnold press.
Yeah, Romanian deadlift.
I'm telling you, it's all Eastern Europeans.
Yeah, what is that?
Were they invent all this stuff?
Do you think they're the most active? Because they have to fight bears and stuff. What does Khabib do? Is he European? Is Khabib considered Europe?
He's Turkish, right?
Yeah, that's in Europe.
Yeah, that's European.
Is he Turkish?
Or something?
Khabib is Turkish?
No, wait. He's Muslim, right? So he's...
but Muslim is like
Turkish?
everywhere.
Oh, man. We're showing our Americanism so hard right
Maybe
now.
that's why they don't call any
these guys are
exercises.
stupid.
Yeah, the American squat.
Yeah.
Nobody does that. Wait, but we're famous for squatting.
Are we?
Aren't we?
I feel like Asia's known for squatting.
Oh, Asia.
Yeah. That's why they call it the Asian squat.
True.
Yeah.
And they poop like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay, a lot of people poop like that.
How many people poop like that?
Like just non-Americans, right? Don't they also have those like ditch toilets in Europe too?
Dude, I've never been to Europe.
Oh, you've never been?
I've never been. Not one time.
I'm like pretty sure some countries have the canal.
Canal.
What's up, guys? You're listening to X3 Drop. I'm Xell.
And I'm Ducky.
And welcome to the X3 Drop. And we are getting to the end of the year. Exciting time. And so we felt like it was a time to reflect on what we've done thus far for the year. This is our first year of the podcast, right?
First year, yeah.
So
when did we start?
We're at like episode 30-ish. So we've probably missed a couple episodes here and there. So probably like a third of the way into the year, maybe like March or April or something.
Okay.
So we've made it not a full year quite yet, but we're getting there.
We missed Q1.
Yeah, we missed Q1. But yeah, I feel like the end of the year is a good time for self-reflection and all this stuff. And we've got our Spotify Wrapped, our Crunchyroll, I don't know what they call their thing.
Crunchyroll, the Goon Report.
Is that what you use?
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
DeviantArt.
Oh, DeviantArt.
Different.
You want to see my DeviantArt one?
I don't want to see your DeviantArt one.
It's crazy.
Yeah. A lot of Luffy Nami for some reason.
It's crazy.
So yeah, I that's what today's episode is going to be about. But of course, let's start with a little bit of a comment of the week.
Yeah, so you and I were both out sick last week.
Yeah, I apologize if I'm
flu?
coughing. I don't think it was the flu.
I got the flu.
You got the flu?
Yeah, I was out for 4 days, bedridden for 4 days.
Oh, I thought you recovered quite fast.
No, I think when I was younger, I recovered quite a bit quicker, but nowadays, I think I'm out for like 3 days minimum.
Is that a sign of low fertility?
I don't know. Is it?
That's low constitution, my friend.
I got swimmers, bro. Like dude, I gotta be fertile. I feel like
you
there's
spunk
so much...
on the ground and the weeds start growing. Huh?
Yeah. Put it under a petri dish.
Yeah,
it's Street Fighter 2. Everyone's flying around.
What?
You don't know about hurricane kicks? Everyone is just flying around. Blanca balls.
What does that have to do with your swimmers, bro?
They're everywhere, bro. They're in the air.
Okay, anyways.
We got a comment from Straw Pat Crew.
Straw Pat Crew.
Who said, One Piece should introduce a year end tournament similar to Ryder Cup in golf, where it's Europe versus America or any other countries, like a regional tournament.
Ooh.
Team Europe of the best players and Team America and their best players.
Yeah. I mean, like fighting game tournaments do this.
Yeah, very famous in fighting games.
And I think it would be sick. Honestly, I would love to organize that.
Who do you think the best regions are? I think typically for fighting games, it's like a really strong region versus the world.
Yeah, so generally it's been like US versus the world or something like that. And I, to be honest, maybe this is my, again, American bias showing through, but I really do think America is very strong. And we just have a lot of people competing, right? Whereas like, as far as I know for Asia, I think there is quite a few Japanese players, but it doesn't seem like they have this. I think maybe it's part of their tournament system or whatever, but I feel like we don't see the same people a lot in Japan, so it's hard for me to gauge like how strong they are as a region.
Sure. Southeast Asia is quite of a strong region.
Yeah,
right?
I mean they're strong, but I think they don't have the same population, right?
Okay, if we're talking about population, then we got to talk about China.
Yeah,
reigning world champion. Reigning world champion.
Oh, is that Guanrong?
No. There's been one after him.
Oh, who is it?
Chinese guy.
I don't know him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's the Chinese Lucci player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He smoked everybody.
Yeah.
That was the Lucci BY meta. That's right.
Yeah. He's like the reigning world champion is. I was like, why did you pause there?
I just don't remember, to be honest.
Reigning world champion is from China.
Yeah.
And then first world champion from Malaysia. Is Guan from Malaysia?
Guanrong from Malaysia, yeah.
Malaysia. So like the Singapore Malaysian guys. And then of course US always has a showing, but we've historically not done super well on the world stage.
But there's only been the first two, yeah.
There's only been two. So
hasn't been
so
too
far.
many, yeah.
But we've sent good representatives, I think.
Yeah. I think the thing that's messed up and kind of hard to directly compare is like the tournament systems are all so different. And then the only time you get to see it all interact is when you have like an open Nats where like people from other regions can go compete. And then that also messes things up a little bit because then we don't get to see the same sort of representation that we see in like Worlds, for example. So like I know like
I think that matters a lot.
I mean,
because they can't qualify. They can just play.
But I'm just saying the system is kind of messed up. So like Latin America, I think they said one representative to Worlds. That's messed up, no?
Yeah.
The two people who won their Nats have to play each other for the spot.
Yeah, it's a qualifying spot.
Isn't that messed up? That's crazy to me.
You win nationals and you have to qualify again.
Yeah, like, okay, crazy. It's like at the end of Pokemon Gold and you climb the mountain and you have to face red. You're like, this is messed up.
Do you think the US should have that many spots? We have like 5 spots.
So here's the thing is like, I think part of it is my own awareness issue is like, I just don't know how other tournaments do it. As far as I know, Japan, you have to qualify for regionals, right? Unlike what we do. We have open regionals all the time. And to get into those tournaments is lottery to qualify for the. So like, I think they have like RNG kind of piled on to the system. So again, I think like, the system is sort of made it hard for us to tell like what's really going on over there.
Japan also has a lot of spots, right? Like how many spots do they have? 8 or something?
They
like
also
something
have,
ridiculous.
Yeah, I think they also have a lot of spots. So, but I don't know if that reflects like the population of people who play in these regions. I don't know. I don't think so, right?
I just can't imagine per capita Japan has more players than the US. Or even China.
I know Japan has a lot.
Sure.
Yeah.
But like 8 spots?
Like I just hear that their locals are absolutely insane. Like they just have a rotating door of just like constant new players and stuff like that. So
that's fun though.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I think the environment, just because of the way Japan is geolocation wise, like I think it makes a big difference for their local scene.
Yeah. 8 spots is a ton. I think maybe 5 spots for US is a bit much. Like, I'd like to share the love a little bit. Like, maybe trim a bit from the US, trim a bit from Japan.
Yeah.
Like, I think LATAM definitely deserves at least 2 spots.
Least 2 spots,
at least
right?
2.
I think it should be done kind of like World Cup, where like the previous representatives like can earn additional spots for the next one, or whatever. Like, I think that'd be kind of interesting. But
how many spots does Europe get?
I think they also get 2 or something.
There's no way 2 is enough for all of Europe.
Yeah.
There's just no way.
But I also don't know how big Europe is in terms of like the population for One Piece. I know they obviously fill 1,000-person tournaments, but like, I don't think they have as frequently as many tournaments as US does. I don't know.
But then again, like US is quite a bit smaller than just Europe, right? So like it's easier for us to travel to, let's say, New
Smaller
Orleans.
in what way?
Travel distance, right?
No, I don't think so.
Is it not?
Traveling from country to country in Europe is like from us going to Texas, essentially.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it? Like if you were to live in Moscow and you fly to France for
Moscow's pretty far out to the east, but like if you're going from like England to if you're going like England to Germany, I'm pretty sure that's not that far.
Let's just chop Europe in half. That's like probably a realistic distance for you to travel for an event. Because even we don't travel to like Florida or
how
New
long
York.
do you think? Oh my God, I did not think it was this short. How long do you think it takes to fly from like England to Germany? That's like halfway across Europe, right?
Is that halfway across Europe?
Kind of, right?
It's pretty close.
England is all the way out. It's an island, right? Out this way.
Yeah.
And then Germany is kind of like midway-ish alongside Poland.
Yeah, it's like by the Nordic countries. How long would that take? 4 hours.
Not even half of that. It's an hour and a half.
What?
Yeah. So like,
Europe is tiny.
Europe landmass wise.
I think we should take away spots.
Yeah. So I think it. We like comparing landmass. Like America's huge.
Yeah, America's pretty big.
So I don't know. I don't know what the proper like what is it called when you draw the lines in state lines to help voters or whatever? Like you're like scamming the voters.
Oh,
I forgot what it's called. Gerrymandering.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it Gary?
No, Jerry.
Who's Jerry?
I don't know. But it's called gerrymandering.
Huh.
And so I don't know what the proper way to balance all of this stuff is, but I do want to see more opportunities to get like players against each other, just because I think it's fun to think about. So I don't know, maybe it's like a community thing. I think it'd be also very cool because in some ways, I think card games are kind of like fighting games where we're pretty grassroots, like especially Bandai. Like Bandai doesn't do jack shit for the community.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like it's not like Capcom where they have some extravagant big
like
pro tour thing. Magic does that with their thing. It looks like Riftbound is gearing up to do their thing. Like they have this whole setup, right? And Bandai Card Fest, as we all know, they're not exactly super hands-on with that stuff.
Sure.
So I think it'd be kind of cool to like do a grassroots, region versus region. Like what if we sent 4 reps from each place, we crowdfund them to all like fly out somewhere and then do a like tournament, I think that'd be sick.
What do you think are the top 2 strongest regions?
Oh man. What are we saying as strongest? Like because if we're saying deepest, I think America. Or the Americas.
Let's say 6 people. So not super deep.
Okay, so not super deep. I think it's probably pretty close.
It's close?
Yeah, I think it's
America's
close.
pretty strong. There are quite a few European players that are like very notable.
Yeah.
Of course, you've got China. Their roster probably runs quite deep.
Yeah.
And then Southeast Asia, full of killers.
Yeah.
Where else you've got? LATAM, I'm not super familiar with the LATAM scene.
Players, yeah. I think it gets a little bit incestuous with the rest of the Americas because, again, our regions are so close.
Yeah.
But I think, I think the interesting thing would be like how to hold that tournament format.
Maybe it would be Americas, the Americas.
Yeah, in which case we get.
Does that count as Canada?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. because they're part of North America.
Okay, yeah, because
then we get Richard
Yam for sure. Yeah, we want Richard.
Yeah,
we absolutely want Richard.
Dude, okay, 5v5v5. We do the 5v5 tournament.
Ooh, okay,
right?
They all have to play different decks.
They all have to play different decks, and we do it on like a new format. Like once globalization hits, and no one has a head start, and we just have to figure it out.
Oh, that would be a cool like Bandai One Piece kickoff event.
Yeah, it would be a super cool event because
One Piece World Cup.
One Piece World Cup, yeah. Because I think from our Western point of view, especially the Americas, I feel like we're not known for like interesting spice but we're good at like taking the meta that we see and then refining it. Yeah. I think we're good at that. I think EU has had some crazy cooks in the kitchen. Those Italian guys, they be in the kitchen.
Yeah, those French guys, Michelin star.
What accent was that?
That was Italian.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Michelin star. Mamma mia.
Yeah, there we go. But they've cooked some interesting decks in the past that sort of rock the meta a little bit. And then of course on Asia's side, like they've always had to cook the new thing, right?
Yeah.
So like seeing that even out,
two regions known for their cuisine.
Yeah. And then you have the Americas, which
we just steal.
We just steal.
It's
just in our blood.
Pillage.
Colonizing.
Yeah.
So I think it's just the way it is, and it would be cool to see that sort of level playing field and see what people bring. And I think 5v5
UK, they have the blandest deck list.
Just
four of everything.
Emu and Ace again. Wow. Daring, aren't we?
National treasure.
So, but yeah, I think that kind of event would be so sick. I think it'd be really cool. So, Bandai, make it happen, or us, I guess.
Yeah,
if we could somehow organize
World
that.
Cup kickoff event to a what is it, unified format?
Yeah,
that'd be pretty sick.
It'd be really cool.
It'd be sick.
It'd be really cool.
Showcase.
Yeah, it's something that like I've been thinking about for card game content. Is like, what if once we have our reps to Worlds, we do like kind of like what Mango does before big tournaments, like Mango's kind of like lead up streams into the event.
Oh, like Summit 0.5?
Yeah. You do the same thing with our reps. We just like get them all together. We grind, film the content. I don't know. I guess it kind of like we don't want to like show our sauce too much.
Because for card games, sauce is quite important.
Yeah. But I still think it would be kind of cool to see like what the prep work looks like.
Little boot camp type of thing.
Yeah. Maybe it's like a vlog or something.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. But I think it'd just be cool to get like that unity together, that feeling of like, okay, like Team America, how do we prepare for Worlds and how do we put ourselves on the front foot? Like, I think that's really cool. So yeah, I don't know. I just think
our
the
logo
idea is
is
cool.
just like guns.
I really don't want that to be the thing.
That's America is just known for guns, bro.
We really are.
What else are we known for?
Fat people,
dude. So I thought that was the case. Turns out the UK has overturned America for obesity rates. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
With that cuisine.
Yeah. So we are not even close anymore.
Oh wow.
We're not even known for that anymore. Yeah. We're just known for guns. Did you know guns are like outlawed most places?
Yes. What do you mean?
That's crazy.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Like, why do we still have them?
It's like literally the sticking point for like all of the gun violence things. It's just like you look at the data of like where gun violence happens. Like,
because when I think about places that don't have guns, I think of Japan and I think of Australia.
I also think of Korea.
It turns out it's like everywhere. Like,
yeah,
you can have guns like everywhere.
Yeah. Like it's a big deal in other places when someone has a gun.
Yeah, and over here I'm just like, damn, that's a Tuesday.
Like recently, I don't know if you heard, like there was a shooting on the beach in Australia, and it's a big deal.
That is
because it doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. Yeah.
Whereas like in America, gun violence happens every day.
How'd that guy get a gun?
That I do not know. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, let's talk about. So with that, let's talk about the yearly wrap up. OPCG
wrapped.
Yeah, we're kind of creating it on our own. And so we have some categories, and I would love for people who are listening to tell us like what was your year 2025 like for you as a One Piece player. I think that's just kind of cool. So we have some categories here. Yeah, what do you want to? Okay, so let's talk about like even what formats were this year. I think it started in
OP09.
OP9?
Yeah, so OP9 was December of 2024.
Yeah.
So it was like the middle of December. I want to say like December 13, December 19, something like that.
Yeah.
Is when OP09 first came out. So going into the new year, 1-1, OP09 format.
Okay.
And we are ending in OP13. So that's exactly 1 year, right? Anniversary set into anniversary set.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was just thinking because I think we get... Do we get new stuff in January? No, not really.
We get new stuff in January. We get OP14.
Oh, okay. But that's because of the accelerated schedule. Though.
Yeah. We get OP14 and EBO4.
Dude, why can't
half of
remember?
EBO4.
Okay. So anyway, so yeah, so we're talking about OP09 up to where we are now in OP13. So this is kind of our review of essentially what is block, what is that, 5, 4? 5? Yeah. So it's like
No. Block
4.
3, no? OP9 is 3?
1 through 4 is 1.
Yeah.
4 through... 3.
Yeah, 3.
3.
Yeah.
So we're going into block 4. So this is kind of our review of block 3.
Yep.
Which is kind of interesting. Because in, I don't know, some amount of years, this will also rotate out. So let's talk about the best deck that you played this year.
How do you define this? Best deck is like my favorite deck.
Yeah, let's go with that. Favorite deck you played this year?
Purple Luffy.
Purple Luffy?
Purple Luffy. There's just something so special about your high school sweetheart, man. Like, I love Purple Luffy, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
talk to us.
I look at Purple Luffy like the way my toaster looks at me when I take a bath, bro. Like, dude, I love.
Do we
Purple
need to talk
Luffy.
about this?
I love Purple Luffy. I wish I could play that deck more.
Yeah.
But if I want to like actually win, it's tough. But that is a deck that I think really got me into this game, like got me hooked into One Piece. So every anniversary set, OP05 is when I started playing that on release, and have played it kind of on and off, depending on the meta ever since. OP09, new anniversary set comes back. We get more Purple Luffy support, becomes meta again for two whole sets. And those were my glory days, bro. Those are my, oh man. I can look fondly back on those days.
I'm trying to think for myself, like what my favorite deck of the year is. Because I'm thinking through the timeline. I played Dofi, Blue Dofi, which that deck is gas.
Yeah.
But I personally had a really hard time during that time.
Yeah, so it's a cool deck, but you may not have had the best memories with it.
Yeah, but I do like that deck. BY Luffy was also a portion of that. And, right? 09? Was that pre-ban? Pre-Moro
No, I think
ban?
it was post.
Is it post?
Post. Yeah.
Okay, a little different then.
Oh, actually, 10 might have been the ban. So
yeah,
9,
10 is the ban, right?
Yeah, so 9 might have been. Because OP09 is the first run of Blue Dofi, which had Jinbei. Yeah.
Damn, that deck was gas,
yeah.
man. I think if I went back in time and I could play it again, maybe I'd be like a little bit better. But man, my hands were really bad during that time. And my bracket luck was quite bad during that time. So, but I think that deck is awesome. That deck is really, really fun. Dude, I have good memories of most of my decks. To be honest, like all the strong decks are fun to me.
Yeah.
Like I think UP, I had a good time playing. I like the first version of UP much better than the post nerf. Like I didn't find the second part of UP's life that interesting or fun, but the first part I thought had a lot more. I don't know. Maybe it was just because it was broken. Again, maybe I'm just like having fun with the broken decks.
Yeah. I did play a bit of UP while it was broken as well.
Yeah. GP Luffy, also very fun deck. I did not perform very well on that deck, but I thought that deck was also very fun when it worked. I don't know, man. All these decks are really fun. I can't pick one. I'm gonna say pre-ban Dofi though.
Pre-ban Dofi?
Yeah.
Pre-ban Dofi is sick.
Yeah, that deck was just like from how the deck worked and put together, it was just really awesome. I think, so
I do want to give a bit of a shout out to Red Blue Ace though. Recently I've been playing a lot of Red Blue Ace, and I haven't performed well with the deck, but I think the deck is cool.
Yeah.
Like just being able to draw and search, like the sheer amount of cards that it does is so sweet.
Yeah.
The only thing is, the frustrating thing with that deck is you don't have a lot of time to curate those cards. So like you have one turn to find your 4-drop. And then after that, you better have your 6. You better have your 8-10. You better have your 10 following that, right? Like if you can find that, obviously that deck is insanely powerful, like almost impossible to beat. But finding exactly all of the pieces to Exodia, like sometimes you don't got the third leg, bro.
Yeah, I mean it's a kind of the Shank syndrome a little bit, but luckily you get to draw a lot.
You get to draw a lot.
And you have good searchers. So you take some with the good, you take some with the bad.
Correct. Yeah.
So okay, that's our favorite decks. What is the deck that you hated the most that you played this
that I played?
I know my answer for this one.
I think mine might have to be UP.
Oh, really?
It might have to be UP.
UP was up there for me, definitely, for frustration.
It was. There was a point in time where it was insanely frustrating to play.
Yeah.
I was like just not drawing into anything and just getting absolutely smoked.
It felt like a tightrope dance.
Yeah.
A lot. It was like one of those like you're doing the Tony Hawk Pro Skater grind, and you're like, okay, do I have my ramp pieces? Okay, I got my ramp pieces. I'm on the rail. And then you're like, okay, I got there on curve. Okay, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Okay, top 5 with. Boom.
Yeah.
And you just get kicked off and you're like, damn it. Like, I didn't get to play the game.
Yeah, like I almost have like this syndrome where I see other UP players play and they get to their first leader ability search. They search the top 5. I'm like, oh, like it's the first top 5. It's going to go to the bottom. And then they put it on top. And I'm like, huh? My UP doesn't do that.
Yeah,
I have to play Nami Rosinante pass.
In the later stages, I was definitely playing into people who just like found just raw Sanji Mihawk on the top.
Yeah, I'm like
twice in a row. I'm like,
damn, dude, you gotta like that, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you exactly have a 4-drop on board. They have like Sanji into 8-cost Luffy. I'm like, damn. I never see that when I need it. Yeah,
it's tough. So, I was gonna say for decks that I played, because I played a number of decks this year, but one of the decks that I hated to play the most was Shanks. Shanks,
I
brought it to a store regional and I played it for a little bit.
Oh, you did? I remember this.
I had a Shanks phase.
Yeah.
It was short.
Yeah,
but it was a phase, and I hated it.
Yeah, Shanks is a bad one. Okay, because I also crashed out playing Shanks.
Yeah.
It took me exactly 3 hours or like 2.5 hours.
A local.
Half a local.
Half a local.
Yeah. It took me half a local to just crash out on this deck.
Yeah.
So honestly, yeah, it might have to be Shanks.
I think Shanks might be the my least favorite. I think for me an honorable mention might be the Van Augur build Blackbeard, just because it was kind of a miserable experience to play it. Just because like especially at a local level, I just kind of felt bad for playing the deck. Like it was very powerful. A lot of great matchups in that meta of like UP and you could play into Zoro, all this stuff, Rayleigh. But you could never like win dominantly. Like every game was always kind of like you're kind of edging your opponent, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, can you kill me? Can you kill me? And you're just like setting up so exactly that they cannot kill you. And so, and meanwhile, you can only like chip at them 6 leads, 7 lead, like very slowly. It's like never like an overwhelmingly like decisive victory. So that was a deck that, even though I found success with it in our like 3v3s and stuff like that, it wasn't a deck that I was like clamoring to play, you know?
Sure.
So,
yeah.
But it was good. It was a good deck. What was the deck that you hated to play against the most this year?
I think I would say traditionally it would probably have been Bonney. Probably. But I think in OP9, Purple Luffy got a big buff, and it made the Bonney matchup quite a bit more. Like, I was able to stomach it a little bit more.
Yeah. And then it got even better in OP10, right?
Yeah, so I don't know if it is Bonney. Maybe some black deck.
Like Blackbeard.
Blackbeard was pretty bad. Like UP into Blackbeard, I hated that matchup.
Just like stabbing yourself in the eyes.
Yeah, I absolutely hated
another
that
Van
matchup.
Augur.
Yeah. You have 8 copies of Van Augur. I can't play the game. And then there's Emu, of course. I don't love playing against. Emu is really annoying to play. Yeah, I guess it'd be split between Bonney, Blackbeard, Emu.
Bonney, Blackbeard, Emu. Yeah.
And I might just have to give the edge to Bonney just because there are a bunch of weirdos that are obsessed with Bonney. Yeah. Like, I don't know if there are cult followings for leaders as culty as the Bonney cult.
The only one I could think of is the Red Green Law crew.
But, dude, it's smaller. But Red Green Law is like a smaller cult.
Yeah, it's a small cult.
Like the Church of Bonney, you open the door to the Church of Bonney, you're like, what's going on here? It stinks in there. You're like, oh my God. King Arthur couldn't pull these guys out of Bonney. Like, are you kidding me? It's insane.
Yeah, they have a greater presence, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You know, it's like comparing Scientology to flat earthers. Like, I've never met a flat earther IRL, you know?
Flat earthers are Red Green Law.
Yeah, they're Red Green Law.
Yeah.
But Scientology,
you got Jansuko, you got I Love My Chopper, you got
Nikki Goldman,
just Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, and they all sit there with tinfoil hats in their basements. They're like, guys, a new set is here. I think Red Green Law could be good.
Yeah, you see, Nikki's just in the corner. Guys, Dogra? I like Dogra. Yeah.
and then, but yeah, on the other side, you have Scientology, which is the Bonney.
Yeah.
And they've just like recruited very visible people.
Yeah. Like you got Vermette.
Yeah.
You've got Casey.
You've got Tej.
You
got Tej. You got Arthur.
Arthur She.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
I
could name them. Like there's maybe like 10 or 12 just in SoCal.
Yeah.
And man, it's a nasty, nasty church. Yeah. Oh my God.
They be jumping on Oprah's couch and
stuff.
They
openly call themselves the Pedrophiles.
Pedrophiles so crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think they call themselves that.
They call themselves the Pedrophiles, yeah.
That might be just Tej.
They all play Pedro. I don't know why.
I know why they play that card. Oh my God. I think for myself, the deck I hated to play against, I'm trying to think. I definitely didn't love playing into Green Zoro.
Green Zoro was definitely an annoying deck to play against, but I think after playing against it for 3 sets now,
you kind of get used to it.
Yeah, I'm like super used to it. It's like a very linear deck, right?
Yeah.
They just play their Toshigi on 5, and then they play their Toshigi on 7, and then they go 12-12.
I think the decks that I find the most frustrating to play against are the ones that I just are like the delta between their good hands and bad hands are just like so extreme. So like the Shanks, the UP Luffys, the Rogers.
UP Luffy can be very frustrating to play against.
Yeah, you're just kind of like, sometimes you're like, okay, I have a chance because they didn't have the most extreme version of their high roll. But like the decks that just like, okay, like it didn't matter that I was in this game. You just saw everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess I was a game. I don't know. I find those games more frustrating than like, I don't know, other types of decks. I don't, because like there's a lot of powerful decks, and I don't think I mostly just don't care like what is however they play, you know. Some decks are more annoying. I think like Bonney is just a classically annoying deck,
just insanely frustrating.
Yeah, like it's just like it's built into the leader. Like that leader ability is just like crazy annoying.
Yeah,
like, it is just what it is. Same thing with like Enel. I understand why people hate those decks, right?
Yeah.
But I think for me, from the competitive side, it's just like it's so hard to know what you're up against when you're playing these type of decks like Shanks and whatnot, where like, well, sometimes I have a chance and sometimes I really don't, and it has nothing to do with what I'm doing. So, I think that's my answer for that one.
Do you have a deck that you enjoyed playing against the most? Like you see this matchup across from me and you're like, oh yeah, yeah.
Outside of like my good matchups, I'm trying to think like what was like actually a fun puzzle to play against.
Yeah, like perhaps a bad matchup for you that you still enjoyed playing.
I think Dofi versus BY was actually like an insanely interesting matchup.
Sure.
Like it was super cool to go back. Oh, also the Dofi mirror too. Like I think that's part of the reason why I enjoyed Dofi so much was like even your hard matchups were like interesting to play into a lot of times outside of Vanel. Oh my god, I hated that matchup. But for those matchups, is like it felt like an interesting interactive puzzle that you were solving to try to get ahead. I like that a lot. Other matchups that I think were interesting, I think like Rayleigh versus GP Luffy, I thought was pretty interesting. Or trying to think what happened in the middle of the year. So when GP came out, I didn't particularly enjoy GP Luffy mirrors.
The middle of the year was like 10, 11.
Yeah.
Or I guess like 11 was like smack in the middle of the year.
Yeah, I just think it's just like the matchups where they're more open-ended and it's kind of just like finding the right maneuvers and like trying to poke and find like the right information to like see your opening.
Yeah, for me, the quintessential matchup for that would be the Ace Mirror, actually. For me.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people disagree. Like people hate the Ace Mirror because they're like, oh, it's so degenerate. And like, yes, it is degenerate to a degree. But I actually find that the players that are able to think like 4 to 5 turns ahead tend to have the upper hand in that particular matchup. You have to be like super heads up because there's a ton of garbage time. There's so much garbage time. Like, you're prepping your Ezos for when you inevitably get puddinged, right? Like, oh, I need to find the right turn, like the correct turn to play a beard and see if I can, like, if I have a lot of beards in hand, you just stop playing the Jozu War and you commit to playing beards. Eventually, they're going to run out of red rocks.
Yeah.
Right? Like, or you commit to the Jozu War and you try to see if they have pudding. Or when you search, when you pitch cards for leader ability, you're pitching cards that you don't want to see after you get puddinged. So you're like pre-curating your hand, stuff like that. Like there's so much garbage time and it's really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think
it's very swingy too.
Yeah, when I watch Ace Mirrors, I'm just like, oh my god, this is so insane.
Yeah,
like you're just getting pudding back and forth, and then like, yeah, it's like very much a game of like. It's almost like a game of chicken sometimes. You're like,
it's multiple games of chicken because you have Roger
simultaneously.
Too.
Yeah. Like, do they have Roger? Do they not have Roger? Do they have Red Rock? Do they have not Red Rock? Do they have pudding? Do they not have pudding? Like, all those things. I mean, I can see it being interesting. I do think I don't play the duck, but from the outside perspective, I would say it's degenerate.
Yeah. So I like that one, but that's not my favorite matchup. I think my favorite matchup still of 2025 is Purple Luffy into Dofi.
Pre-ban or post-ban?
Pre-ban.
Pre-ban? Okay.
Pre-ban, because that's a bad matchup.
Yeah.
That's a bad matchup for Purple Luffy, but every time I see a Dofi across from me, I'm like, I like this one.
Yeah.
I don't mind this at all.
I think that matchup is, I mean, it's like when Purple Luffy can turn the corner is like when Purple Luffy gets to like feel life.
Yeah, like also trying to eke out advantages with Sangoro is so dope.
Yeah. So I think that's an interesting answer too, because like I think some people just like typically just hate their bad matchups just regardless. They're just like, oh, I think some people go way too hard on this idea of like, oh, it's my bad matchup, it's an auto lose for me. But like, I think not all bad matchups are made the same, you know?
Yeah, like I honestly didn't mind in OPO5 Purple Luffy into Sokka.
Yeah.
I don't mind Purple Luffy into Blue Dofi. I don't mind Ace into Emu. Ace and Emu I think is quite a bit worse, but I think Ace into Emu going first is bad. Ace into Zoro, fine.
Yeah.
yeah, there's like a ton of bad matchups that I honestly don't really mind. There's one that I hated was like purple Luffy into GP Luffy. Oh, what a nightmare matchup that was.
Yeah. You're just getting absolutely blown up with no way of surviving.
Crazy.
Yeah. And like pre-Katakuri, the bonney matchup too is also just like kind of miserable.
It's awful. So bad.
But yeah. So I think like, some bad matchups can actually be pretty fun to play, which I think is interesting. So okay, so this next category is kind of fun. What do you think was the best meta of the year?
OP09.
OP09.
OP09. Yeah. I think OP09 will always have it's just carved out a space in my heart, just like OP05.
Yeah.
Right? It's just like it just reminds me of the good old days where like the fun decks were fun to play.
Yeah.
And they were powerful. And the matchups weren't boring. And it just focused on the mechanics of the game that I enjoyed the most, which is like combat. Like purple Luffy into Dofi was probably like the top 2 decks at the time, right? For OP09.
Was BY? I'm trying to remember when BY Luffy got nuked, and then there was like NL still around.
Yeah, BY was
Shanks
still kind of there too, but
09 was a pretty wide format, right?
09 was sick. Yeah,
it was a pretty wide format with like Dofi definitely at the top with Poofy doing quite well. No, Poofy did better when 10 came around, I think.
I think Poofy did well in 9 as well. Okay. Poofy did
because I remember there was like a string of tournaments that like at regionals, like purple Luffy was like kind of like winning everything, but I don't think it was pre-ban.
But I can't remember.
I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I know OP09 was just a blast.
Yeah.
Like that was so fun. I wanted to go to every local.
I like it when multiple decks are powerful, can kind of hang with each other, and are doing different things. Like I think like it's a little bit of a shame in the current meta. Like again, I prefer narrow meta, but like low key, it just kind of feels like everybody's just kind of rushing to the end game stuff and just like going from there. And it's not that. I don't know. Like what Emu is doing is like in a vacuum, I think is interesting, but the way the meta plays out is not that interesting for Emu. But I think like OP9 was a good example of like, you had BY Luffy, very interesting deck, very differently played than Dofi, low to the ground, go wide aggro. Purple Luffy, the go tall aggro deck. You have just like the tanky defensive decks in Bonney and NL, and then you had kind of like your ultimate mid-range guy in Shanks, and like
there were a lot of Shanks players.
So like I think it was just kind of like big, open, and wide with a lot of different decks kind of attacking the meta in different ways. So I think that meta was really good. I also really did enjoy the EBO2 meta too, I think. You
liked PRB2.
Oh, PRB2. Yeah. I think PRB2 was pretty interesting as well.
The best. They don't call it the best for nothing.
I just think, having a multitude of ways to attack the meta was cool. I don't know if I would necessarily consider it like my favorite, but I think it was up there, honestly. I thought like the variety of decks and like the thing too was like I thought that was a meta that like really rewarded people for being really deep with their decks, and I think that's kind of like an important point. It wasn't just that it was wide, it's like you could really hone in and master all the different matchups with a singular deck, and I think that's pretty interesting.
What about the worst meta?
Worst meta might have been that OP10-ish era or the post-ban UP era was also not my favorite.
I thought post-ban UP was fine.
Like before PRB and like after the bans.
OP12.
Yeah, it was like in the middle though, right? Because it was like before we got the PRB stuff to like kind of increase the power level of some of the lower decks, and it was kind of like UP, GP. I forgot what else was being played at that point. Lucci a little bit.
Yeah.
Buggy.
The Buggy Wars.
Yeah, the Buggy days. I did not like that meta. I don't know if it was the worst though.
Yeah, I don't think that was the worst. If I'm going to be honest, me personally, I think it was OP13.
OP13.
OP13, yeah. OP13 has been so incredibly dull for me.
Yeah, I think 13 would have been awesome if you were in Japan. Like, because like I think discovering the lines and all that stuff would have been super fun. But like from our side, where like everything's already handed to us on a plate, like I haven't played that much OP13, right?
Yeah.
And I'm already feeling like my games are very much on a scripted path.
Yeah, for sure. Everything feels very scripted in a lot of your matchups, right? Like Ace, Zoro, Emu, Ace, right? Like all of these matchups just feel like, oh, I have this game plan going in. What's my job as a player to conquer this matchup? Let's roll some fucking dice. Like, I just hate these metas.
Originally, I was like, oh, the Emu mirror is really interesting and blah, blah, blah. And like having played it a little bit more, I realized that like a lot of it is just like not falling for the chump chucks.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you got something popped by Mars, you idiot. You know, there's that. Swinging and then not having enough like board presence to make use of Jupiter and then getting blown out from a Jupiter swings. Like there's just like kind of like small chump checks, and once you get past that point, it's like, okay, they played more Saturns than me. That's why they have so many more cards in hand than I do.
Yeah.
And like, or like, I don't know. It just feels like the games sort of play themselves out, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then it's just like, who missed a 10 drop or who missed a piece or whatever, and I'm like, was that actually that interesting? I don't know. So I can see that. I think like the discovery period with OP13 was quite fun, but now that we are in a future where like we don't have events for a month and like we don't really have stuff to look forward to within OP13, I'm like, what do we do from here as One Piece players?
As One Piece players, you take a break. I think this is probably intentional. I think there's a bit of a lull going into the holidays, and then coming out of the holidays, we get a brand new set.
I would think it'd be the opposite for Bandai's perspective. Like, gotta rake in those Q4 sales, baby. You know,
the Q4 sales already have been raked in for OP13.
Maybe,
yeah,
but
yeah.
As an anniversary, I still just feel
set?
Like Q4 is just always a big time to sell things, like
Sure.
the holiday products, all this other stuff. But like, I feel like we haven't really like seen much like products or anything come out. I just like.
Maybe product-wise, it's okay, but like for events, for the One Piece players, like the events and stuff, like I don't think TOs want to schedule events like going into the holidays.
Oh,
and coming out from the holidays. Yeah. So starting now, which is a week and a half before Christmas, and then going into the new year, you want to give them another week, another 2 weeks. People are traveling and stuff. So,
but even then, like let's say there was an event. I mean, there's Mexico Nats, right? In January, and like. I have no interest in playing in that.
Neither do I.
I'm just not interested. And
I know a good amount of people who are planning on going to Mexico Nats just because they have Serial Zoro up for grabs.
Yeah.
And half of them have now said, absolutely not, I'm not going anymore. OP13 is ass.
Yeah. So I just think it's like there's not a lot left to discover here. I think I hate to be that guy. But it's OP14 waiting room, right?
It is OP14 waiting room, but I'm also skeptical of OP14.
Yeah, because the early stuff that have been coming out have been a little bit tepid, I would say.
Yeah. I am skeptical. There hasn't been a set in a while where I've been like super excited for. Like OP9 was probably the one where I was like, oh, anniversary set, Purple Luffy support. Sick.
That's the problem. We're just OP14 doesn't look like a Purple Luffy set.
Nah, not at all. I actually just don't even know if Purple Luffy will come back. Yeah. With the level of power creep nowadays.
I think Purple Luffy can come back, but they've definitely been designing Purple with a little more constraints these days. I think Purple got like a huge resurgence in OP9, OP10 with again cards like Katakuri and Gum Giant. Like these were cards that really like upped that power level of Purple Luffy, and like I think they're obviously being a lot more careful. Not due to Purple Luffy. I think it's really UP's fault.
Yeah, sure.
But I think they've been very tempered about how they print purple cards now,
definitely.
for several sets in a row,
definitely.
Right? Because like OP13, Roger, very restrictive in like how those cards operate. And then in OP14, Dofi is very centered around just Dofi and enabling that archetype. So yeah, I think like for purple, since you're the purple guy, it's like probably a little less exciting, I would say.
I still have managed to play purple, I think, this whole year, though. Let me think about it. Purple Luffy. 11 is Purple Luffy.
UP.
Purple Luffy. So three sets purple Luffys in a row, and then we did GP into UP,
and then Ace.
into GP, and then into Ace. Yeah. So all purple.
One of those is not like the others, but yeah.
Where? Which one?
I don't know. Well, where's Waldo?
Which one? They're all purple. That's purple.
Ace.
Red and blue is purple.
I'm shooting myself.
Let me know in the comments. That's purple, no? That's a purple leader, no?
I'm trying to think. Yeah. I've been all over.
Mm-hmm. But you don't have like a color identity guy. Yeah.
I'm Rainbow Luffy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm all colors.
Yeah.
No, I think OP14. I do. Oh, dude, have you seen some of the new cards that have been coming out?
No.
From EBO4?
No, I haven't. I don't follow any of the like new leaks and stuff.
Yeah.
Just because it's like I don't have the bandwidth to look that far ahead.
I've only been doing it because this is something that I almost wanted to do a whole episode about, which is like learning how to theorycraft and deck build, and it's like a muscle that I've known is kind of weak for me. But because of like Riftbound recently and Azuki recently, like my headspace has been really occupied with like how do I build a good deck with in an unknown environment with new cards, right? And so I was just kind of like looking ahead with One Piece too. I was like, okay, well, like I'm gonna have to do this for Nats anyways. So I looked at some of the cards and I was like, oh, there's some crazy stuff in there.
Yeah,
we'll do a whole episode once all the
once the cards are out.
04 spoilers are out. We'll do our classic set review stuff. But
this is
Sean might be back.
4. Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that carrot card.
Oh, it like restands 2 guys. It's like a 7/8, right? It's huge.
Yeah.
The carrot is big as hell.
Yeah,
man.
Imagine getting your whole board electric lunad.
No, actually though, the second carrot becomes good. Sean doesn't play that deck anymore.
That's true. Yeah.
He if it becomes like
meta.
Actually good and meta, he doesn't play it anymore. He's going back to blue boa.
Yeah, it's not going to be blue yellow boa.
Just
it's
a regular blue one.
Boa. Yeah. Because blue yellow boa will be too popular.
Yeah.
I'm
correct.
Sure. Okay, so let's move on to the next next category. So I kind of wanted to do a little reflection here. What is something that you think you improved on this year?
This is not something that I've tangibly, actively improved on necessarily, but is something that I am currently working on. Like I figured out that this is a weak point in my strengths and weaknesses as a player. And that is my stamina.
Yeah, that's right. You've been saying that.
Yeah, my player stamina has problems. It's like there are definitely weak points. When it gets to around 6-7, that's when I start just mentally checking out. Like I am absolutely laser focused in the first 5 to 6 rounds. That's why I think I do really, really well at like store champs, store regionals, locals, like anything 6 rounds and below, I crush. I'm a demon.
Yeah.
Anything after that, I just start losing. Like when I go to a regional, I can go 6-0 and then lose round 7, lose round 8, win round 9, and then just like finish X2, X3.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's not where we want to be.
Yeah, I'm like that. I just like bubbled out of 16 again. Like, bruh.
Yeah. I feel like what is like your like improvement program look like? Like what do you think you need to do to get over that hump?
I think it's lately what I've been doing is actively playing in longer sessions.
Yeah.
So what I've been doing is when I play sim games, I try to make it as least mindless as possible. Like I'll look at the stats page after every round and like gauge how many rounds I've played and just really lock in for 9 games straight.
Interesting.
Yeah, just like really lock in and really think and utilize, like pretend it's a tournament environment and then just do it for 9 rounds straight and then see how I feel.
You think it's because like we're both kind of perennial like early dropouters when the tournament's going poorly. Like, you think there's a merit into just like playing those out just to like keep like attempting to put yourself in those positions?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's definitely merit. But I think as of late, the metas have been stale to the point where I just like don't want to continue playing.
Yeah.
Like, I actually just don't want to play anymore.
You know, I was really impressed because recently I've been hanging out with Jonas quite a bit.
Yeah.
And one thing I was really impressed with is how much that guy plays.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think any KFJs in a regional, in between rounds at a regional, is like, hey, let's play more games.
Yeah. No.
And then sometimes he's not even playing the current meta of games. Like, he's like, I brought Riftbound, or I brought the proxies for the next set, and then just like play it, and then, oh, round's called, time to play a different game. Like, I was low-key kind of crazy, but also like I understood my gap as a player. So I guess like to kind of transition to my side of things, and where I think because I'm in the same boat. Like, over the course of the year, I'm not sure where I've necessarily improved as a player, but one thing that I think I've definitely seen the gap now between someone like me and someone like Jonas is the number of games that I have played in general. Like, my volume, we've always discussed that my volume has been low.
Yeah.
But I never really saw it as like a tremendous weakness of mine. It was just kind of like, yeah, I think I would be better if I played more, but like how much of a delta can that actually make? And I think it really is the difference between me being like a true and blue top player and just being a guy who's like pretty good at the game. And I think like I really, really want to find that like practice edge where, because the other thing is like, I think Jonas is a very smart guy and all this stuff, but like I don't think he's like so much smarter than me that like he is like calculating at the fastest, like at a speed that like I can never get to. But I think a lot of that is just down to heuristics and just like getting so practiced that you don't need to actively think. And,
correct. Like, you spend the bandwidth on the actually difficult turns.
Yeah. So recently I've been reading a funny book called The Inner Mind of Tennis.
Very melee of you.
Yeah, very melee pilled of me. For people who don't know, this is like the Godfather sports psychology book, and fighting game players love this book.
Yeah, very famous within the FGC.
And I will say that not a lot of it pertains necessarily to card games necessarily, because a lot of what he talks about is like how our inner thoughts impede our execution on things. And card games are not an execution type game. However, there is a level of like internalization and like pushing out unnecessary thoughts in the middle of a game. And part of that unnecessary thoughts, I think, are just the simple turns, right? Like, I shouldn't have to think about how I'm progressing some of these games. They should be rote memory, like a chess opening, right? Like, they should just I get to mid game. Okay, now things are different. Now let's think, right? And I think like over the course of a bunch of games, because like I've also said to you on a personal level that like I'm like, man, sometimes I just feel like I have this like 10% chance of doing something insanely stupid in a game, right? Like, part of that is because I'm too busy thinking about things I don't need to think about, right? Like the early turns and like whatever, because I calculate even my early turns. Like, why am I doing that? If I just practice more, I would never have to think in these spots, right? It should be obvious. And especially first like 3-4 turns of the game, like they should be automatic. So I think like learning that about myself was pretty interesting. And then I also think like moving into the new era of One Piece, where we will start having to cook our own deck lists, like that is another part of my game that I'm like really excited to like get better at, for sure. And I think it's gonna be fun with Azuki. Yeah, like we're both in the invitational for the big Azuki 10K tournament. Yeah, where it's a new game, it's new cards. And we have to cook, and we have to find an advantage over our competitors.
Yeah,
right?
This is straight up a brand new game, and we all get access to the exact same cards at the exact same time. So it does benefit people who can really cook good lists.
And have like the foresight to know where other people will land, right? Yeah. And so I'm really excited, to flex that muscle and to get some reps in that. And then I'm going to be doing the same thing again for set 2 of Riftbound for February. Mm-hmm. And then again for Nats, right?
Yeah.
So all this stuff is really exciting to me. I'm
sure.
I get to work on something that I know I'm weak at. And that I'm like an improvement junkie.
Sure.
I love seeing improvement. Yeah. So
it's so easy to ride off the momentum of improving, because the second you hit a plateau or you hit a wall, to stay motivated is pretty tough.
Yeah. And so, I don't know. It's again, I'm just very excited to develop that skill and see where it goes. Yeah. So, Azuki next for me. After that, let's talk about maybe our favorite card of the year. Do you have a favorite card? Oh God, I think I know.
Do you
Chunkless.
know? No.
Really?
Actually, no. Yeah. I actually don't know if you would be able to guess that. I'll give you 5 guesses. I don't know if you'll be able to guess it.
Can I get clues? Can I ask you questions about it, or do I have to just raw guess?
You can give me 2. I'll answer 2 questions exactly.
Is it an ace card?
It is.
Oh, okay.
It is.
Okay, I narrowed it a lot.
Yeah, it is. I didn't think you were gonna ask that question.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what your favorite card. It's not pudding, is it?
It's not pudding.
Okay.
It's not pudding. So you're down to 3 more guesses.
3 more guesses. What card do I think you would love from that deck? I mean, Marco's kind of sick. Marco's
close, but Marco didn't make it.
Jozu?
It's not Jozu.
Damn it.
You got 1 more.
Garp.
It's not Garp. Oh, Garp was very close, though. But it's not Garp.
Dang it.
It's 5-cost Yamato.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was close with the Marco guess.
Yeah. So the reason why I like 5-cost Yamato so much is it is insanely powerful, right?
Yeah.
If you just take a look at it, it's a 5/6 1K. Draw 2. You don't have to discard anything. It's card positive.
Yeah.
You play it. It's a 5/6. You draw 2 and then attach 1 to your leader. So it's effectively you're paying 4 for what it does. You're drawing 2 cards, which is effectively 3 Dawn of cost, and you're getting a 6K body, and it has counter attached. It is just a nuts card.
That card is insane.
Which is really funny that we play it in Ace, because you hardly play that card out. Against the Emu mirror, the Emu matchup, the Ace mirror, you don't play those cards.
Yeah.
You just don't play a 5-cost Yamato, right? You only play it into Zoro.
Huh.
It's effectively, it's generic support for the deck, but it's effectively just Zoro tech.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, which is so funny, because if you look at that card in a vacuum, it is insane. It is an absolutely insane card.
Absolute bonkers card, yeah. Is it leader locked?
No. It's just Land of Wano.
What the helly?
Wait, actually it might be leader locked. No, I don't think it's leader locked. You just have to have 3 life or less.
3 life or less. Oh, okay. That is really interesting.
Yeah.
I gotta think about what my favorite card of the year is. That's a really tough question.
Yeah, it's not leader locked.
It's not leader
locked.
locked.
You just have to have 3 cards or less. Or 3 life.
Ooh, favorite card of the year. This is a tough one. I think the card that has served me very well over the year is a card that I wanted to keep playing, but I was eventually convinced not to play. Electric Luna.
Ah, yes, Electric Luna.
I have a soft spot for that card.
Honestly, Electric Luna is an awesome pick, because it's a card that was what set is that from? OP7?
Yeah, I think so.
Right? It's an older card that nobody even thought about playing. But if you just take a look at the text, it is absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
We just never played it because the meta wasn't curated for that specific card. So the second the meta was oh, there's a lot of mid-range guys that swing out and everything is sitting. If I don't want to engage in combat with you, I want to ship everything face, buy myself an extra turn. Electric Luna, obviously just absurd card, absurd trigger, cost only 3, and there's no number of character restriction. It's everything.
The card is awesome, and this was a year where we really saw a lot of kind of more mid-rangey type decks, right? or just like decks that utilize that. Like, I feel like this was a year of the 5 cost. Like, across the like year, I feel like 5 cost has just been the centerpiece for so many decks, right? Whether it's Sangoro in Plouffe, right?
Yeah.
We have like all the green 5 drops, whether it's Smoker or Cavendish or Law or
Bonney.
Carrot or Bonney or whatever, like all the green 5 drops.
All the green 5s.
And then we also had the Blackbeard 5 drops, right? Like Van Augur.
Don't forget green 5, Tashigi.
Yeah, Tashigi. And then in red, we had like all the 3 to 4 drops with the Luffy's, the Zoros, whatever. So like we had a very long year of like
small to mid-range
bodies, which hasn't always been the case, right? Like depending on the meta. So
and Emu.
Yeah, and then Emu.
Emu, everything costs 3.
So sick. Even 10 costs 3.
Everything costs 3.
So yeah, it's just like Electric Luna has just been awesome, and it's just like such a insane card. That's
a great pick. Honestly, Electric Luna is a good pick there.
It was definitely a card that like is very memorable to me because like there have been not even my own stories, just like stories of that card, like Tora's story, how he beat was it Kevin Zhao or someone? He was a Lucci player, maybe someone Pao. I don't know. Who's like a famous Lucci player. Anyways, he played some super top level.
Pack.
Oh, I think it might have been Chris Pack. Some super top level Lucci player. He hits life. Luna's the Jack.
That's a big deal.
And then like was able to then from there like have the bodies to finish out the game. Like that's so sick.
Yeah.
I played your brother at a local and he's playing Black Moria and he like swings out.
Weird guy.
He swings out and he's like looks pretty confident and then I look at my hand. I'm like, Luna.
Yep.
Stun 5 things on the board and he's just like he does his furrowed brow thing, you know. He's like, yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
So
roll Reggie.
Like the card is just really I don't know.
It's
awesome.
so swingy.
Yeah. I think actually my pick for the year, Sanji Pudding.
Sanji Pudding is a great
and
one.
I love the alt art.
You know what is speaking of cards that are coming out, I did see the Rosinante and Law, which is just another Sanji Pudding.
Yeah, it's like a, what is it, 6/8 blocker, and then...
If you have equal to or less than your opponent, draw 1, ramp 1.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! That card's nasty.
Yeah.
That card's nasty. So, is that a GP card?
No, you can't play it in GP. It's not a straw hat.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Imagine. Sanji putting numbers 6 through, whatever, 5 through 9. But yeah, so I would say those are my favorite cards of the year. So let's move on to the next one. What was your favorite event that you went to this year?
Honestly, there have been a lot of good ones. Memorable ones for me were obviously the local ones, like Pasadena. Pasadena is always awesome because we get to see all the homies, right? I feel like when you travel, there are a lot of like groups that travel together, right? So like us on the west side, KFJ, we all travel together.
Yeah.
Guys on the east side all travel together. The PR guys all travel together, right? Like everybody from California, we all like go there. We're at the venue. We all hang out and chat, but we all travel separately. But when we're in California, we all congregate and then we can all eat and hang out and just like shoot the shit, have fun, right?
Yeah.
Get boba after it, right? So it's like Pasadena has always been, just had a soft spot in my heart for that. But I would say my favorite probably has to be Dallas Nats.
Dallas Nats. Interesting pick. Okay.
So Dallas Nats for me wasn't a good event. Like I finished like what, 128, something crazy.
It's Nats. I feel like 128 Nats is like top 32 at another event.
It's insane. Yeah. Like, that was not a good showing from me. But we were able to support our good friend Arthur Shi at a 10-0 run in Swiss and legitimately had a very good shot at going to Worlds.
Yeah.
Like that was probably the closest anybody that we know in our circle had the ability to go to Worlds.
Not
Not to mention not just Arthur, Jackie as well.
Yeah.
So like,
and then also the sub plot of Sean's carrot was also awesome during that.
Yeah, Sean's carrot was sweet. Richard Yam ended up winning, which I think is also a great representative for North America. So all in all, I thought just Dallas Nats was sweet.
Yeah.
Our Airbnb was awesome.
It was awesome. Yeah.
We had barbecue. Awesome.
Yep. That was a good ass trip, and
it was just a good trip.
Getting drunk with the boys and
caging the new guys.
Yeah. I think for me, those are my favorite events.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny because like this is a year where I've done the best I've ever done. Gotten first and second at an event. But those weren't the events that came to mind first, to be honest. Like, the first things I thought of were the events where like I really got to just like hang out with my friends, you know, and like and have just like great memories. Like Toronto has always been one that I enjoyed. Like me, Tej, Tora, like Loco, like just going out and having a great time doing like dumb shit like karaoke or whatever. Like just finding stuff to do was like actually awesome. Like so super fun.
Those are my favorite events.
And then Dallas, Texas was also just like another example. Like I love those nights where everyone is just like DJing.
Yep.
I also like think fondly of San Diego too, where
Hot tub.
Yeah. Oh, was that this year? That was last year. This San Diego was when we had like 3 different card games going on at the same time.
Oh yeah.
I really love that moment because that feels like community to me.
Yeah.
And like, wow, we're part of this community, and I that's like a time that I feel like I'm part of something bigger.
For sure.
Is like something that like I really relish. And so like of course I think like the tournament that I won was LA. And that one also had that same feeling of just like I did it at the home grounds where like all my friends are here, and like you know, like some of the memories that stand out from there was just like John, who had won his own cereal from home, coming in and like seeing me and just being really excited for me, like or like I was doing a deck profile video, and the guy was like, I've never seen so many people like come say like congrats and like all this stuff. Like this is, and I was like, dude, like I never felt so like supported and like cared for by a community. Like even thinking about it now, it's like a little like emotional, just like
for sure.
Oh, feeling like, oh my God, like all these people like supported, cheered me on during this time. So like I think I'll always have fond memories of that as well. So I think those were probably my favorite events. Yeah.
What was your least favorite event?
Ooh, okay. Least favorite event.
I have my answer.
I'm trying to think of the one that I cared for the least. I'm not sure. I'm curious to hear yours first.
Mine's New Orleans.
Oh.
Mine is New Orleans.
That one was really mediocre.
Yeah, like New Orleans, no offense to the NOLA heads out there, but New Orleans was underwhelming to me. Coffee was also ass. Food, mid. And then it was a Mickey Mouse tournament that we should have done really well at, and we all got smoked. Like it was just all bad.
Yeah. That one's tough. Honestly, I think the only thing that saved that trip for me in my heart was the Vietnamese food.
The Vietnamese food. Yeah, that and the push-up contest.
The push-up contest was dope. Yeah. Also, I love the little shop that we got to visit at the end too. That was kind of cool. Yeah,
that shop was sweet.
So those are the only things that saved it. But yeah,
that was a pretty bad one.
That one was pretty rough.
Yeah. That was not a good one.
Yeah, actually, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I feel like I went to so many events this year.
You did.
And,
this was a big year of traveling, I think, for both of us.
Yeah,
for sure.
I've definitely never traveled like this in previous years.
Yeah,
this
I
is
definitely have not.
And I mean, I think at the heart of it, like the things that I enjoy the most is again just hanging out with friends and stuff. But yeah, I think New Orleans was really tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can agree on that one. But that is our 2025 OPCG wrapped.
Yeah. So I would love to hear if you guys have been listening this far. I would love to know, how about you guys? What were your favorite decks that you played this year? What were your favorite cards? I'd love to hear.
Favorite leaders, favorite colors, favorite metas, least favorite metas, best events.
Yeah.
You know, like let us know in the comments.
I would love to hear it. I think it's just like I don't know. Again, just at the end of the year, I get a little older, a little more wistful, you know, and think about like all the good times we had this year. So appreciate you guys listening in, tuning in, supporting the channel, supporting the podcast. We appreciate it. We love you guys. Thanks so much for a great year.
And we'll see you one more episode.
One more episode
before the year closes.
Yeah. So with that, we will see you guys then. Peace out. Do you have more to say?
Nope.
Okay.
See ya.